Coronet Instructional Films presents... It's less of a want and more this is all society expects of me, but, you know, potato, tomato. And here's the two men telling women how to do their job. Meanwhile... Miss Harrison Sr. took the day off. Oh, Edward, Bella said, I can't possibly choose between you and Shrek.
I really don't think I'll ever learn that type.
Oh, shut up, Bill. Everyone knows you're only here to creep on the girls. See, look how they can't get away from you fast enough. Come on, man. Yep, me real good at the English. I only like math for the commercials. Ooh, sorry, honey, you've been served. See you in court. Man, what a lame fortune cookie. Oh, if only I had learned how to read. Daddle-a-dun. Oh, don't make eye contact with them, Jerry. That's how they get you.
Hello, Julie. Hello, Mary. You're right on time.
The sacrifice is about to begin.
Go right in.
The jar of bees says it's okay.
Good morning, June.
Good morning, Mr. Adams.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Ah, why is it sticky?
I was glad to get your note. My program for next semester has been bothering me.
What have you planned to take?
A couple Vicodin and some
You
rum.
know how much I like my work in the commercial department. I thought perhaps I should cancel history and physics. I don't really need them.
Honey, nobody
I take
needs
office
them.
practice and advanced dictation. I want to become a stenographer.
Ah, every child's
Yes.
dream.
That sounds like a reasonable plan. But what do you think stenographers do to earn a living? Have you actually
Stenography,
visualized
obviously.
yourself in a secretarial position? What do you think the work would be like?
Yes, I think I have an idea. If I were doing stenographic work in an office, I imagine I would.
Well, enough of that boring conversation.
More or less. If I don't get an opportunity to call in this afternoon, I will
We're gonna have to schedule another enema. My car keys gotta be in there somewhere.
I would do routine typing and form letters, check the work of others, and retype copies.
The fun would never end.
I'd work regular hours, learn to handle new materials and duties, and do the work expected of me.
You don't hear from me, it would be impossible to make a definite.
Wife said if I can't get it up this time, she's taking a solo trip to the Bahamas.
And hold them for a few days until the...
Of course, Mr. Adams, there are monotonous jobs such as filing, but all clerical workers must
All
do
right,
these things.
W.A. Waldo. Ah, here he is. Found him, guys.
And that's my idea of stenographic work, Mr. Adams.
Yes, that's clerical work. But aren't there other types of clerical work that require more training?
You mean like
more
healing the
skill,
barbarian
and
after he
further
fails his
education?
diplomacy check?
Perhaps in your case, June, it might be well to think beyond mere routine typing and filing and shorthand.
Does such a power actually
But we
exist?
don't have such courses at Westport High School. Where could I get training for other kinds of clerical work? What other
Squarespace.
types
This
of
video
office
is not
jobs
sponsored
are
by
there?
Squarespace.
Well, suppose we see if we can find the answers to your questions. Let's see if Miss Harrison of the commercial department can help us get the information we need.
In other words, get the hell out of my office. Chlamydia again?
Miss Harrison, you're going into the city this afternoon, aren't you?
Yes, I am, Mr. Adams.
If June can be excused from classes, I wonder if you take her to Messon's office so that she can see some examples of really advanced clerical work.
Is that sarcasm?
Miss Harrison, do you suppose I could talk with one of the private secretaries who works for a top executive?
Why, I'm sure that can be arranged with an acquaintance of mine who is a secretary. I'll call and make an appointment with her, June. I'm leaving on the 1:40 bus. Can you be ready then?
Yes, I can, and thank you.
Shirley.
No, it's June. It's a little-known fact that all secretaries actually work in spooky mansions located downtown. Messins Incorporated.
Good morning, Messins Incorporated.
Just a
Good
moment.
morning, Mr. Benson. Yes, he is. Just a moment, please. There you are. Good morning, Messins Incorporated.
Just a moment.
Yes. All right. Would you like to talk to him? Mr. Peterson's calling. Good morning, Messins Incorporated. Good morning, Messins Incorporated.
You said that
Hold
twice.
on a minute, please. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, I
Yeah.
have a telephone appointment with Miss Lee. Would you please tell her that Miss Harrison and Miss Woods are here?
Sure you don't want to schedule a
He said
dentist
he's
appointment
expecting you to
instead?
go right in. It's the first door on the left down the corridor.
Thank you.
Good morning, Messins Incorporated.
Just a moment.
Hold the line a minute, please.
Because this affair has so many ramifications, Mr. Messon thinks it would be easier for everyone if a meeting could be arranged. Oh, hello, Miss Harrison.
Don't mind
Come on
me,
in,
just
won't
speaking
you?
into my beer bong again. Old habits die hard, am I right?
Yes, this is June Woods, whom I talked to you about this morning.
How do you do? How do you do?
I'd like to have her see how a real business office operates.
I'm very glad to help her.
And perhaps
In
she could
fact,
help
I've
me
arranged
with the
so that we
sudden
can spend the
paralysis
next
of my
hour
arms.
together. Won't you sit down, please?
Well, thank you, but I have some important calls to make. You'll have to excuse me this time. I'll be back in about an hour.
All right, Miss Harrison. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I'd like to have you see the routine clerical department first. Many of our girls begin their work with us in this following department after graduating from high school.
Well, enough of that boring conversation.
Miss Lee is explaining to June the system employed in the filing department,
We could have actually
It is
had
necessary
her
to have
explain it, but
supervisors
once
to
again,
direct the
boring
girls.
conversation.
as some of the work is not so simple. Although all of the girls are high school graduates
Jump cut.
and have had some training in accuracy and speed. Employers depend greatly on the recommendations of counselors and teachers,
And weird neighbors
as
with
the
playgrounds in their
applicant school
backyard,
grades
but
are
no
also
kids.
very important in obtaining a job.
Oh, don't mind that. The building's just on fire again.
In the stenographic department, some of the girls are transcribing shorthand notes, and others are doing routine typing.
When they're
such
not
as
busy
form
wishing
letters
for the
that
sweet
can't be
release of death,
duplicated,
that is.
making copies when several carbons are needed, and cutting stencils for duplicating machines. The average typist has had a year or two of training beyond high school, and many of them are from junior
Can't
college
tell if they're
commercial
15
departments.
or 50.
70 words a minute is considered good typing speed. However, it is not uncommon to find typists who can do 90 words per minute or more.
These are the ones who run Barter
Depending
Town.
upon the ability and alertness of the individual, these girls will become proficient stenographers and gain promotion to different departments as their experience becomes greater.
Not too high. Can't be breaking any glass ceilings just yet.
The duplicating department is a busy one.
Yeah, it
This
is.
machine is electrically operated and used for short runs, reproduction of drawings, drafts, and
Hentai.
the employee's weekly newspaper. Also, manually operated machines of the same type are used. For work requiring hundreds of copies, this duplicating machine is used. Training for the operation of these machines is obtained either at special commercial schools at night or gained while employed in this department. It is not uncommon to find men doing this type of work. However, girls are preferred on routine jobs which require speed and accuracy.
The men get stuck with jobs like
There
president
is still
and
a bookkeeping
CEO.
department, but it looks as though the girls are in a hurry to get back to Miss Lee's office.
And I'm still amazed at the amount of ability a girl needs to do many of these jobs. Let's sit down, shall we? Thank you.
Ah, this one's sticky
What about
too.
your own job, Miss Lee? You're an office manager as well as head secretary, aren't you?
Yes. One of my most important duties is to make appointments with the president.
Trump?
Takes judgment to tell which caller should be given 15 minutes and which one should take his problems to someone else in the firm. Sometimes it takes every ounce of tact I can muster to keep everyone contented.
I'm
Another
dying
important
inside.
job of mine is to read and abstract materials from contracts and papers so that the president can tell in a moment
whether he needs to do any more research.
Her blinking?
before
Is that Morse
making a
code?
business
Is she being
decision.
held here against her will?
My college training has proved its importance in this work. Are you planning to go to college?
Oh, I've thought about it. Dad said he would help me, but I haven't made up my mind yet. I'm going to talk to Mr. Adams about it tomorrow.
Here's that jar of bees again.
Miss Lee? Yes, Mr. Messon. Right away.
Well, I see that you're busy and I shan't take any more of your time. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
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 And good luck.
Help me, please.
Well, June, did you have a good time on your trip to Messon's office yesterday?
You mean
Yes,
the prison
I
camp?
did. But, Mr. Adams...
How many licks
Do you
does it
think I
take to
can
get
make
to
a
the
go
center
of
of a
it?
Tootsie Pop?
Now, why do you ask that?
Well, I talked to Miss Lee, who has just the kind of a job I'd like someday, and she said that it was necessary to have college training for that job. So I've talked to Mother and Father, and they think that I might go to college.
It's not like I have to
Do you
worry
think I
about
should?
crippling debt at this point in history.
Before I answer your question, suppose we take a look at your experience and record. Then you and I can think through to an answer. Your high score on the Scholastic Aptitude Test indicates that you can do good work in college.
Nerd.
Moreover, your high score on the Clerical Aptitude Test indicates that you can become a good secretary.
Super nerd.
Mr. Adams, does that definitely mean that I'm capable of doing good work in college?
You mean like a nerd?
Yes, June. You have the fundamental ability to do good work in college. Moreover, your fine record in school shows that you use that ability efficiently.
I think that I'm genuinely interested in secretarial work.
Don't set
And I'm
those
more
aspirations
confident
too
of my
high,
interest
June.
after talking to Miss Lee. But some of my classmates tell me that their vocational interests have changed.
They're now working for this
I'm
company
afraid that
called
I may
Amway.
change, too.
Your interests may change, June, as you grow more mature and
More
acquire
what?
new experiences. But on our test of vocational interests, your likes and dislikes are similar to those of successful women in secretarial occupations.
Just don't ask how I got
would
this
say
information.
that your choice of secretarial work is a good one, and that you will most likely continue to be interested. However, you must remember that you will have to start at the bottom and work up to that position.
Just like Drake.
You realize from your visit with Miss Lee, of course, that there are many, many ways in which you can use your interest in commercial occupations. Later on, you may even wish to shift to some other line of work.
Like SoundCloud
You
rapping.
should not worry about the narrow, specific type of job until you've had 2-3 years more of further training.
But Mr. Adams,
Ugh,
Miss
again
Lee's
with the
stress,
questions.
and I saw for myself, the girls in offices work closely with each other and must be well liked. Do you think that I have the personality for that type of work?
Suppose you tell me what things you have done with other people.
Whoa, getting a bit
What
personal there,
activities
bud.
have you been participating in school?
I've been in so many things. I'm secretary of the freshman class.
Of course you
I
are.
was elected president of my campfire group.
Mm-hmm.
Last month I read and prepared an article on the American Indian before the School Historical Society.
Right.
For the past 2 years I've been social chairman in my church.
Yep.
And last summer I was cabin leader at camp.
And yet none of those have
Mother
done
says I'm
anything for your
too many
self-confidence?
Well, that would certainly seem to indicate the right kind of personality for getting along with persons of your own age. Have you worked with older persons?
Mr.
You
Adams,
remember
are
that
you
I
trying to
did some work in the
seduce
law
me?
office last summer. The people there liked my work and were very pleasant and nice to me, but I don't know whether that means much.
Oh, yes, it does. That's fine. I can't predict with certainty just how your personality may develop.
But you better hope it develops, honey,
What you
because your
say
personality
stands
is
to the
all you're going to
likelihood that you will
have.
continue to be sociable and cooperative. There's one other question that I wanted to ask you. What about financial support? Will you be able to get further training?
I was talking with Father last night.
During one
and
of
he
his
said that
drunken
he would be able
raves.
to pay for most of my expenses. I may have to earn some money myself.
A good many college students do work for pay, although it is desirable to spend most of your time in studying.
Ah,
at
the
least for the first
1950s.
year. When you are ready to go to college, I will be glad to write your counselors and ask them to help you find work. Where had you planned on going to college?
I don't know. I
DeVry?
suppose to the state university, since it's so close and I can live at home. Do you see anything wrong with my plan?
What plan?
Oh, you can get good training there. Miss Harrison thinks very highly of their courses in secretarial training. I have the bulletins describing their business courses. Take them and study them.
Just kidding.
It's a
That's
good
actually my
idea to begin
screenplay.
planning
It's about a
now,
lovely
even
young
a year
woman
ahead of
finding
time.
fiery passion with her
But
much
Mr.
older
Adams,
mentor.
I want to do something now.
Oh, but there are many things that you can do right now, June.
Like getting
I
the hell out of my
talk
office.
These matters over with your parents, and if they would like to see me, I'll be very glad to talk with them.
Oh, that'll be fine.
Tomorrow we can go over your program for next quarter, and then later we can check your courses with the entrance requirements to the university.
Maybe get a
Next
drink or
semester,
two,
I'd
see
like to
where it
give you
goes
some
from
of these
there.
books and pamphlets to read.
I'd like to talk to you again about this.
And I'll want to talk with you, June, at least twice each semester.
This
You
conversation
see,
should
this
not
problem
sound
of
this
making a
creepy.
choice is not a simple one, and it cannot be decided in a single day. We'll review your tentative choice as you learn more about yourself and the world in which you will live and work.
Thank you very much. You've helped me a lot.
And you're welcome, June. I'll see you tomorrow.
In this moment, I am truly euphoric. My joy knows no bounds, and my heart is filled with all the wonder life could ever provide. This is my nirvana. This video is supposed to make you want to be a secretary, right?